Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This one is pretty special. I'm going to be presenting a pretty special brew I've been kind of figuring out how to make the best possible version of. It's going to be Seasons Past and Pioneer. I made one video prior to this one about Seasons Past and did pretty well in the league. That was a while ago though, before a lot of the bannings in Pioneer. And so I've been testing this version pretty recently. With pretty good success. I've been really liking Soren the Mirthless and Kalidas lately in Pioneer. I think they go really well in a lot of BGX mid-range decks. Taking a lot of inspiration from KO Diamonds. He's recently been testing a lot of BGX content in Pioneer, and he really likes Kalidas and Soren in the 4-drop slots, at least in just regular mid-range builds. However, I think they still hold up pretty well in Seasons Past, especially because, Soren and Professor Onyx as Planeswalkers are such good threats in Pioneer, because a lot of the removal is creature-based, and so I don't really like playing many creatures in the main deck, at least, for that reason, and I think this deck is, really well oriented against other mid-range decks, especially Rakdos, and other obviously aggressive decks, because we have so much removal in all of our slots. And so special takeaways, doing 3-2 split with Decay and Trophy. KO Diamond is on 3-3 each, which I think is obviously pretty viable. He obviously is on just regular mid-range, while in Seasons Past we have more tools against a broader range of the meta, so we can play other removal spells. So that's why I didn't play the 3rd trophy. You can play 1 less Decay or 1 less Trophy. However, I like these slots as is. Maybe if you play like a Hero's Downfall in addition to Murderous Rider in the 3-drop removal spots, then you could kind of maybe take out 1 Decay. But I like these the split as is. Other interesting main deck options, I like the Soul Guide Lantern and the Cling to Dust in the 1-drop slot, just because there is a lot of graveyard interaction in the format with Phoenix, even like Kroxa in Rakdos midrange is pretty popular, and so I like having access to at least 1, 2, 3 main deck ways to get rid of those types of cards. Obviously Go Blank is one of the premium graveyard hate and just mid-range hate, I guess, in the format. That's why I'm playing 2 in the main and then the other 2 in the sideboard. Go Blank has been just phenomenal for me. It's great against the 3 top decks in the meta, being Blue-White Control, Phoenix, and Rakdos midrange. And so that's why I like playing the full 4 and the 75. Other than that, Liliana, the Last Hope, is somewhat uncommon in Seasons Past builds. However, I really like it because you could get it off of Dark Petition and play it right away to have a pretty resilient threat. That's a Planeswalker that has some sticking reliability for the late game inevitability that this deck can provide. And so that's why I like having access to a nice plethora of different versatile 3-drop options that are just black. So with Murderous Rider we have removal or a creature. Read the Bones has been very good for me, same with Sign in Blood. I wouldn't play more than 1 of each though. And then obviously Go Blank and Liliana, as I mentioned, just very phenomenal in the format right now. Other than that, I've been really liking the Professor Onyx as a late game threat for this deck to just close out games. That is probably the one weakness of this deck, is that it closes out games very poorly, or has the ability to close out games pretty poorly if you don't hit your Planeswalkers, or if you don't line up your removal spells with their threats, that type of thing. However, you can get some pretty good interaction, or late game inevitability with Seasons Past. That's the whole point of the deck, is just to go infinite with the amount of removal you have. And so, if you're not familiar with Seasons Past, basically the point of the deck is you often Dark Petition on turn 4, turn 5. You could do it turn 4 with Cultivate with Spell Mastery if you cast one or two mana removal spells in the early game. Cultivate on turn 3, Dark Petition on turn 4. You could grab your Seasons Past, and then, you know, if you have the mana remaining, you got Spell Mastery, you can cast one of your 1, 2, or 3 drop black spells, which is, you know, quite impactful. And then you could cast Seasons Past the next turn, get all of your interaction back, and then just keep on doing this loop where you have inevitable interaction for the rest of the game. And then, you know, preferably you would have a bit later in the game a Planeswalker or a threat that really closes out the game more efficiently than just, you know, going out with Hissing Quagmire or things like that. As far as the land base goes, I guess we could touch on that. 25 lands is pretty stock for Seasons Past. I like the Fabled Passages because they make Fatal Push really good, and then they make Tracker very good in the sideboard. And you could get a passage off of Seasons Past because it counts as a 0 mana spell. Same with Field of Ruin. That's why I really like Field of Ruin in this deck. I also really like Field of Ruin because I think it's very well oriented in the format right now, with a lot of decks playing these man lands, Hall of the Storm Giants, Hive of the Eye Tyrants, the red one, Den of the Bugbear. And I feel like a lot of Pioneer decks just don't play that many basics, so I feel like Field of Ruin is really good against the majority of decks. Like, I'm pretty sure Izzet Phoenix plays like just 3 islands, so, you know, you could take them off of red. Just things like that come up actually, you know, pretty often. You could, so I'm going just with the Overgrown Tomb Woodland Cemetery build. You could go for Deathcap Glade, however, I think it's just fine doing it like this, and it's a bit cheaper because, you know, Woodland Cemeteries you could get for like 2 cents. And then the one Castle Locthwain is very nice as well. And you could get one of these lands off of Dark Petition as well, which is notable. As far as the sideboard goes, I've been really liking this sideboard that I have going on right now. Obviously, with Seasons Past and Dark Petition, we have a bit of a toolboxy deck. So we have a lot of 1-ofs, a lot of 2-ofs in the sideboard, Necromentia being probably one of the most impactful of those. You could name, you know, there's the Hammer Time deck that's been kind of gaining traction. You can name Metalwork Colossus for that deck. If you want to bring it against control, you could name the Big Teferi, which is pretty impactful. Just things like that. Obviously great against Lotus Field, Ascendancy if anybody's playing it. I've been really liking this split of, in the artifacts, of 1 Cage, 1 Sphere, 1 Runestone. Runestone, great against Mono Green. Cage, great against Phoenix. Damping Sphere, great against Phoenix and Lotus Field. Garrick as just another way to close out games a bit quicker, great against aggro, great against midrange, and control. Tracker, obviously, great against midrange, control, and even some combo decks where you just want to kind of have as many threats as possible. And then some pretty average ones, Scoos, Cry the Carnarium, obviously the Go Blanks, which I mentioned, and then a Noxious Grasp and some Duresses to make the sideboard pretty resilient to a lot of the threats in the format. And so, without further ado, I'm going to go into a league. Hopefully we have some pretty good success. Not sure how this deck is going to really go out in a league. I've had, you know, relatively good success with it previously. There have been some 5-0s, at least in the last 6 months, which I guess is not that recent for Pioneer, but hopefully we could get some pretty good success with Seasons Past, or just gain some knowledge about how the deck works, if it's viable in the meta, that type of thing. And yeah, nonetheless, thanks for watching. See you guys in the matches. Alright, here for match 1, the Seasons Past. We're on the play. It's a pretty decent hand. With this deck, I like seeing 1 mana interaction spells, whether it be Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, or in this case we have Thirst and Cling to Dust. You always want to have some nice interaction early on with this deck. You don't want to lose the early game because, you know, if you're going to lose the game, it's probably going to be in the early game, because this deck could go infinite in the late game. Opponent mulligans to 6 cards. Looks like they kept 6. Planes. Okay. So we can't kill that with Thirst. However, I think looks like either 4-color or just mono white humans. So I think I'll actually wait on it. And instead try to kill a 2-mana threat. I'm just kind of scared of Thalia, because that can make our curve a bit worse. Casting Swift End on turn 4 is not very good, especially if they have an Adeline. And that is kind of what you have to do with Seasons Past and other BGX midrange decks. Kind of feel out your removal spells, kind of play them out. Yeah, I hate this. Here we go. Thalia. Kind of play your removal spells a bit more intuitively than you may first imagine. So let's just go Thalia, kill that, leave up Cling to Dust if we need it. Or I guess a bit more, respect your removal spells in relation to their creatures, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Yikes, okay, so that's pretty good. However, no, we do have Cling to Dust, so that should be okay. I did want to save this Cling to Dust for a non-creature spell, just because we're kind of drawing a lot of lands right now, but the 3 life is pretty valuable against the aggressive deck. So that's something to think about. Okay, there's Seasons Past. Guess let's just play it Forest and pass the turn. These Mutavaults could be pretty scary, but I shouldn't be activating them soon. Thalia's Lieutenant. Okay. It's pretty good. What is this? Ah, okay. Oh, they're just gonna activate both? Okay, I guess that makes sense. Interesting. And here, I guess I'll just Swift End the Specialist. Just the biggest threat they have right now. Would like to see more interaction. Ooh, that's really good. Okay. So we can kill their Thalia's Lieutenant. Our Liliana would just die on the crackback most likely. But I think that's still fine. It buys us a lot of time. Murderous Rider is going to be really nice, probably. However, we only run 1 forest, so hopefully we draw into another green source. Adeline is very good. However, they have to put at least 1 attacker to Liliana to kill it. Or they put everything to Liliana. Okay. So they could have gone 1/3/3 here and then the token here, but not complaining, obviously. Ooh, dang, that was a great draw. Okay. Yeah, let's just go with that. Obviously, the Mutavaults are still a bit daunting right now, but I think if we're able to find another green source, then we're pretty good to close out the game, or at least, get some control on the game. I have been thinking about adding another forest to the deck. Maybe it's correct to play 2 instead of 1. We just don't have many green cards other than Seasons Past. Kalidas is really good. Okay. So unfortunately we can't go Cletus plus Murderous Rider, so we're just gonna have to play one for now. But this is still a great draw. What is this? Adeline? Oh, a Brutal Cathar. Okay, that's pretty good. They don't activate their Mutavault. Sorin is actually pretty good as well. I mean, we're not drawing the green source, but we are drawing good cards, so can't complain too much. I think here I should probably just make a token, right? It blocks the Cathar. It does not block the Mutavault, but I think that's the best we could do right now. Keeping these Fable Passages uncracked, just for Fatal Push Revolt. Could thin out the deck, but don't think that's too necessary. Okay. So they're going to do the same thing. Going to make one Mutavault an attacker. Still leaving up 1 mana is kind of strange. I wonder what they could have as their last card. So with them attacking both at Sorin, yeah, I'll just let that happen. Thoughtseize, not the best right now. Guess I'll just go Murderous Rider and then pass. That Brutal Cathar was actually pretty brutal. Taking Archetypes is really good. Don't think casting Thoughtseize was correct there. I didn't think they had anything left in their hands. So this is typically a pretty straightforward game plan against mono weight. It's probably just, you know, very typical aggressive deck. However, not trying the second green source is kind of disrupting us a bit. Okay, so we could trade here, and I guess chump block there. Alternatively, we could we double block the Cathar, take 10 damage, then gain 4 life, so go to 2. Is that worth it? Then we'll have, it's probably not worth it, to be honest. I think we have to go like this. Yeah. Sign in Blood. I mean, I guess we're casting that, right? You know, I think I will thin out the deck just a bit before we do that. Yeah. Very minimal, but it's probably correct to do. This is kind of desperate, though. I will say that. Okay. Interesting. So Decay kills Brutal Cathar. I guess we have to pass, kill it on their turn, and then use it as a blocker. Use the Cletus as a blocker, that is. Yep. Yep. Okay, so they're going to attack with everything, looks like. They get a counter there. And then the 4 blocker is going to kill the Cathar. Going to get back a Cletus. No, okay. Dang. I guess, okay, so that was the white card they were holding up the whole time. Interesting. Whoops. Cry the Carnarium, obviously great against them. I like Garrick against aggressive decks. Scoos is great. Then we could bring in some number of trackers. So I like taking out all the Thought Seizes. Sign in Blood's probably not the best. Read the Bones is kind of meh. I think I'll still leave it in. Maybe not, I'm not sure. Maybe we just take out Soul Lantern doesn't do much either. We could just run it like this. The Go Blanks and the Read the Bones are probably the most the two most cards that don't do the most. Wow, it's saying most a lot. 3 cards that don't do the most aren't the most impactful. There we go. I think this is fine though. I think I'd rather have the Go Blank over Sign of Blood. And then, yeah, the rest should be fine. 1 land hand, probably have to mulligan this one, unfortunately. Dang, I guess we have to go to 5. It's not really keepable. Jeez. Really kind of unlucky there. I mean, I like the Fatal Push and Abrupt Decay, but that was pretty unlucky. Land? Land. Yes, okay. So with the land, I think I'll do the same thing as last game. Pass the turn. I don't like shocking it in, but kind of have to if we want to get rid of their potential Thalia or Thalia's Lieutenant. Looks like it could be a Thalia though here. Just take the 1 damage. And yes, Thalia, okay. You know, I think their Mutavaults won last game, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, drawing land is great. I think I'm just going to go with Tracker just to be a blocker. I think we kind of need that right now. Obviously don't like playing it on turn 4 with a land right after, but I think that's kind of what we have to do right now. Shafet Dunes. They attack. What does this mean? They don't have any flash creatures, right? They can't activate this. I'm just going to block. What is this? Oh, Iconjo. Okay. I think that's okay. I think here, Read the Bones is probably necessary, although I don't like it too much. Interesting. I love the Cletus. I love the Cry of the Carnarium. I don't think we could keep both because we need a 4th land. So I think the more impactful of the 2 is going to be the Cletus. So I'll put the Cry on the bottom and then Cletus on top. Thirst is probably the 2nd best draw. The 1st best being a land, but it's okay. The Insulator Paladin, that is very scary. Wow. Dang. Okay, not drawing much. Because I have to pass the turn. Not drawing our lands in the 25 land deck is kind of embarrassing. So the get a counter here put us down to 10. Land? Okay. So do we, I think just have to play the Cletus, right? And then just hope it survives for a turn. Really kind of got unlucky that this game and then last game though. Extraction Specialist is really good. Dang, that card is so annoying. Okay. What is this? Don't tell me it's a removal spell. Okay. So, Sungold Sentinel. Interesting. Dang, they have a lot of creatures. Okay, I guess, I mean, we can play all of our removal spells right now, which I think I just want to do. Let's go, I guess it doesn't matter too much how we do this. Decay there, or Thirst there. Can make this anemic by disallowing them of Coven. So I think probably just want to kill the Specialist. And the Hopeful Initiate. Right? Yeah. And then, do I even attack? I think I could afford to attack here. Actually, no, they could double block and then kill it. Okay. Dark Petition would be really nice. Ooh. Yeah, that's really good. That gets around Fiendslayer Paladin quite nicely, doesn't it? Make sure you don't press the wrong button there. I think I'll just... I mean, they could have another Iganjo. They already played 2 though, so I think I'll just go for it. Just 1 card in hand. Yeah. So I can only activate this as a sorcery, right? Yes. They're attacking. Interesting. So I'm just going to triple block. Wait, I'm confused. We had 3 zombie tokens, right? Oh, right, okay, sorry. Okay. I guess we could just attack with all now. Feeling pretty good after Mulligan to 5, that's for sure. Cletus just an all-star. Dang. Just being able to untap with Cletus with a handful of removal won that game by far. Jeez. Yeah, I might want to think about putting in the second Cletus now that I'm thinking of it. Okay. Do we just want to run it back? So we're on the draw this time. I think we just run it back. Oh wait, no. Why did I not put Noxious Grasp? See, Noxious Grasp, whenever I think of this card, I think of just mono green, and that's it. So, sorry about that. But yeah, Noxious Grasp is great. And then I think I should probably just take out the second Go Blank. Sorry about that. Totally. Noxious Grasp is a card that's always been on my radar, but for some reason I just like always forget what it does entirely, because it is such a oddly versatile card, I guess is a good way to put it. Okay, this hand, I mean, 4 lands, 3 spells is what you want to usually keep, but 1 piece of interaction, the Cultivate doesn't really do that much. Ugh. I mean, Field of Ruins are good against Mutavault, that is true. I think I'll keep it just to be safe, but I could see somebody mulliganing this hand. Definitely don't want to be drawing any more lands, though. Dang. Each game they've had 1 drop into Thalia. That is pretty good. Okay, I really want to draw a Wrath effect. Tracker. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the play. Dang. So if they attack with everything, or these 3, oh, they're attacking, okay, attacking with everything, that makes sense. I will probably just kill, yeah, I guess I'll kill Dauntless Bodyguard, so I could kill Thalia next turn. Doesn't feel that good, but I mean, I guess that's probably correct. It's either that or this Initiate. Okay, Liliana is not bad. Yeah, I mean, 6, 8. We're just dead on board, aren't we? Yeah, I think we are. So if we shrink the Thalia, then that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're still dead. So, I mean, we're dead, but we'll make him do it. Pretty close games, though. I mean, I do feel like after seeing that, probably adding the second forest is necessary. Did get kind of unlucky games 1 and 2, and then this game 3 only drawing, I guess, 2 removal spells. If you count Liliana as 1, it was pretty bad. But yeah, I don't know. Pretty close games. I feel like typically this is a decent matchup if we draw our fatal pushes, our decays, our trophies, our wrath effects. But you know, obviously, with mid range, drawing the wrong half of the deck is a real thing to worry about. So, yeah, win some, you lose some. See you guys for match 2. Okay, here for round 2. We're on the draw with pretty interesting hand, to say the least. I think I'll keep it on the draw. Botanical Sanctum. Is this Lotus Field? Okay, Urborg was very nice draw. Could be Lotus Field, could be... Oh, just Spirits, okay. Okay... guess we kind of just have to take the company, right? Yeah, just take the company. Fatal Push was a nice draw, I will say that. So we could probably push Shacklegeist the next turn Liliana. Wow, play Skycave Operation with no targets. Interesting. We could go blank to get the last cards out of their hands. They have Igonjo and something else. I think it's still right to play the Liliana though. Just get rid of their Spectral Sailor, pass the turn. Dang, another Skyclave is probably the best draw they had. Languish. Yeah. It's pretty good, I guess. Get a 3-3. Next turn we could play Kalidas. Don't have any plays. Interesting. Oh, okay. Kalidas or Sorin? That's the question. See if they have a company here. They don't play the Igonjo. If they have a company, I think I'd rather play the Kalidas, so let's just do that. Dang, do they actually have company? Wow. What a draw. Okay. Not the worst company, but this Illuminator is pretty good against us, I would think. It's a card. Interesting. Okay, let's start by attacking. I'm assuming they're gonna Igonjo this Kalidas. Then I'll play a Soaring and minus. So they could kill it, but they would have to sacrifice one of their creatures, most likely. Shocking in a Hallow Fountain? What does that mean? Interesting. What? Do not understand. The question is, do we want to plus or just make another token? I honestly think I just want to make another token. I mean, we have the Professor Onyx to gain some other advantage. So I think just making the token, attacking, seeing what they have, just nothing. Okay. Then, do they have some type of counterspell? Oh, whoops, I have to play my land. And I'm just going to minus here. Or do they have Spectral Sailor? Rattle Chains. Okay, that doesn't do much. I guess they will just sacrifice that then. What? Plus Spell Queller. Okay. Doing a lot of things here. Yeah. And they sacrifice Spell Queller. Okay. So they could hit me for 6. Then we have exactly lethal on board. So they have to draw something here. Just draw land. They're gonna kill Professor Onyx, which is probably wise. Could take them off green with a field, which I think we'll do. Let's attack with our... Do we attack with everything, I wonder? If we attack with everything... Oh man, this is interesting. I think we do... Okay, so they... Oh. So we could deal 4, go up to 12. Yeah. Was not expecting them to tap down that. Take them off of green. Okay. Okay. No attacks. Soul Guide Lantern. Yeah, we could do that as a cantrip. I guess it doesn't matter where we take, just company. Okay, his Goblins aren't that good. Let's see if they want to tap down one of our creatures. Or 2 of our creatures, I guess. Yep. Then let's attack with both. These life linkers are just so great right now. They're gonna double block. Okay, we could kill one. That's fine. Yeah, and then let's draw a step, field them again. There's some merit to just casting these go blanks for nothing to make Castle Lock Bling more impactful. So I only play one basic, that's good to keep in mind. However, I think just fielding them right now off of green is the best thing we can do. Supreme Phantom is really good. Wonder what their other card is though. Okay. So they're attacking for one. Interesting. No. Sign and Blood would win. Okay. So yeah, I guess we just do this. And then do it again. Is that right? If we want to activate Castle this turn, we would have to take 2 damage, then 3, so it'd go down to 11. Is that worth it? Probably not. Huh, this is interesting. This is kind of tough. I want to do one of the decisions though. Either play the go blank or just activate Castle. I think probably just activate Castle. It feels kind of bad, but I think we have to do it. Do they just have lethal now? Looks like they do. Right? Oh no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. The one off of lethal looks like. So yeah, shocking that in was not a good idea. Okay, hit us for 9. Really want to draw a Wrath, Dark Petition. And I think I'm supposed to activate Castle here because I'm just dead next turn anyways if I don't find anything. Fatal Push and Dark Petition. Okay, so they have these Wanderers, which is really annoying. I guess it's still right to cast the Dark Petition though. Jeez, this Illuminator is really kind of busted right now. Dang, we were so close. That's so sad. So yeah. I think we're just dead here, right? Nope, cannot do that. Yeah, okay, GG's. Pretty close game. I mean, 2 company, pretty brutal. But we can't really complain much. Sideboard, something like this, probably. As we saw, those go blanks were pretty bad. I think some number of Thoughtseize is still good. Actually, let's bring in a cage as well. I guess in place of the 3rd Thoughtseize. Is Noxious Grasp actually good? Hit Spell Queller. It's probably not good enough. Could bring in 1 tracker. Oops. I think that's fine. Yeah, so that Cemetery Illuminator was just really good against us. If we were able to kill that earlier on, then I think we're in pretty good shape for the game. Dang, what are these hands? I have to mulligan this one. What the heck? Okay. Maybe playing 1 more forest is probably correct. Guess put back that and Soren. Probably. That's what has to be done. Okay, I'm just gonna trophy the Phantom. Or no, it's correct to trophy the Wanderer. Don't give him the choice of sacrificing the Wanderer or killing the Supreme Phantom. Yeah, okay, that's pretty bad then. I guess we already know that they only play 1 basic, so there's no... Right? They only play 1 basic, right? Yeah. So there's no point in playing it on the draw step, but that's okay. I mean, Spell Queller, but I think we have to play this. No Spell Queller, interesting. Okay. Wow. What do they have? Nothing? Jeez. Wow. No Rattle Chains either, interesting. Okay, there's a green source, so probably just have like 3 companies in hand. Oof, those are good. It's really good. So they kill our Liliana, and then they could just counter our Languish next turn if we draw a land. Dang, man. These Mausoleum Wanderers are so good. So I think we still have to play it out. Make them do it. Best case scenario, next turn we draw a land into Dark Petition, into it took Bantu's Last Reckoning out of the deck, so that's not an option, but no way they have a second company. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, nothing we can do. Dang, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, got really unlucky with the mulligan second game. First game, I felt was actually really close. Didn't we end with like 2 life and they had 1 life? Yeah, not much I could say about that match. I mean, this is a game where you have to, get the companies out of their hand early on, and then just try to keep up with their creatures with your interaction. And we just weren't able to do that because we mulliganed. First game we were, and then the Cemetery Illuminator just took over the game. So, playing more Abrupt Decays could be the choice. Those are great against Wanderers, I suppose. But yeah, lots to think about. I'll see you guys for round 3. Okay, here for round 3. Let's see, we're on the draw, so I think I'll keep this hand. Green, so it looks like mono green. Haven't played against this matchup too much, or with this matchup too much, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Our hand against mono green is actually, I guess, pretty good. Question is, do we want to fatal push this elf or just Thoughtseize them? If they have a land, they could play a 3-drop either way. So I think I'm just going to Thoughtseize instead. Okay, so they have 2 3-drops, so not much we could do there, but we'll take the Karn. Land, please. Okay, sweet. Let's see. I guess we just pass the turn and Swift End the Old Glyph Troll, probably. Actually, now that they played the Nykthos, I'm just gonna field that and then fatal push the troll. And I suppose we should get our... Oh! I should not get our forest. Sorry about that. Land, hopefully... I mean, I guess that is kind of a land, but... Really want to Languish. Yeah, not making that mistake was pretty brutal. So I guess we have to kind of guarantee some amount of gain in this match. Gonna have to cultivate now, probably push one of their elves, and then just languish the next turn. Hopefully that's enough. Okay, yeah, let's see if this is enough. Oh, they can activate this at instant speed? Dang, okay. Well, that's probably not enough then. Frickin' mono green every time. Okay. Okay, so a bit of a mistake on my part, not getting the correct land there. I was thinking way too much about the forest, I guess. We could take out probably the Goblinks. I like the Thoughtseizes still. Noxious Grasp is good. Extinction Event is really great in this matchup. And then do we want the Garrick or just maybe a Tireless Tracker? Oh, no. Runestone. Yeah. Because that gets around Storm the Festival. Anything else? I think this is fine the way it is. Could maybe take out the Lantern, but I think it's still okay to have some Graveyard Hate. This is a nice hand actually, just in case of like flashback Storm the Festival. Okay, guess let's take the Kiora. Could have taken one of the Cavaliers. I think just taking the Kiora is correct there. Or perhaps taking the elf. Ah, jeez. Looks like they're going to play a Cavalier, and then we could Extinction Event after. I think saving our removal spells is correct. Not quite sure though. For example, we could have Noxious Grasped the elf on our turn, maybe. Let's see, puts... They put the force into their hand. Okay, so take our 4 damage, and then play the Extinction Event. Still kind of not in the best shape though, just because they have the second Cavalier, have a Nykthos. They have a Storm the Festival now. So if we kill the Cavalier, what can they get back? Another Cavalier? No. Plukinos, Storm the Festival, Karn. What would they get, probably? Would they get the Storm Festival? I'm not sure. I guess either way, we could still play our Liliana plus, and then potentially Noxious Grasp on their turn. if we see fit. This 10 mana. What do they have here? Voracious Hydra, okay. Interesting. Attacking Liliana. I guess it's correct to let this happen. Kill the Hydra. Hopefully we hit a land so we get Extinction Event off this Dark Petition. No. That does get around the flashback Storm the Bestial though, which is kind of alright. I guess we just do this Dark Petition for Seasons Past. Most likely, right? Just get Seasons Past here. Yeah. I mean, we don't have the 6th land, but I think it's still the best option. Play the Runestone. Pass. So they'll probably feel obliged to kill the Liliana, which gains us kind of 5 life, 3 life. Then hopefully we can play the Seasons Past. Make a token, okay. Yep, kill that. Then land, untap land. Sweet. So if we do Seasons Past, we take 7 damage. Go down to 6. Then we can Extinction Event plus Noxious Grasp. I think we still have to go for it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's cross our fingers that nothing bad happens. Okay, didn't play anything. So let's first go Extinction Event on Odd. Nice. And then I suppose we could pass the turn, or just play it safe and kill the wolf now. I think we could pass the turn. I don't think they have any interaction against a Noxious Grasp. Alternatively, we can take this damage and then just plus Liliana. I think that's probably correct. Going down to 4, I think we could afford that. Maybe wrong on that though. So this doesn't work right. Yeah, I'm guessing that didn't work. I mean, they didn't put anything down. Or was it, did they put forests down? No. Okay. I think that didn't work. Could field their Nykthos. I don't think that's necessary. Let's just tap like this. Do that, and ooh, you know, I suppose we should have gone Dark Petition into Liliana. That was probably a bit better, but I think we're still in okay shape. What do they have? Troll. Okay. Yeah. I suppose we can just languish that away. Let's see how we want to do this. So we could Dark Petition, take 5 mana, then languish. No, then they could kill us on the crackback, so can't do that. So I suppose let's instead go like that, like this, and then pass the turn, and then most likely Noxious Grasp the troll in their attack step. Okay, and we win. Nice. Okay, so that was pretty good. Got the Seasons Past. That was nice. Do we want to make any changes? Weather Dunestone was very good as well. That was clutch. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think we could just earn it back. Could maybe bring in the Garrick. That could be a potential option, but I think it's fine. Great hands, just want to draw one more land. Definitely gonna fatal push this. Ooh, Decay is very nice as well. Okay, nothing, that's great. Let's Thoughtseize. I go Boros, what the heck? So we could decay the Kiora. I suppose. Huh. What is this doing here? I'm so confused. Did they just get that up Storm the Festival? I'm not really sure. Okay. I mean, I guess they're kind of short on mana, you could say, so I just take the Karn. Then we have a pseudo answer for the Cavalier with the Grasp. I guess that's probably correct. Okay, nice, and we got the land. That's very good. Okay, they have the 4th land. I guess here we just have to cultivate. Next turn we can Dark Petition if we want to. What do they have? Ooh, they didn't hit the 5th land. That's great. So we could Dark Petition for Go Plank. I didn't side them all out, right? Oh, I did. Shoot. I guess they have 3 cards in hit anyways. Okay, what do we want to do here? We can just go like Dark Petition for Seasons Past plus Sign in Blood. Could be interesting. Kind of want Extinction Event for this Cavalier though, so I don't know. I think I'll still go for that. It's probably just the best play that we have available. Let's see what we have here though. We could get a Kalidas. Ooh, actually that's really interesting. Could get Kalidas. Then they'll play their Cavalier most likely next turn, then we could just Noxious Grasp it. Or do we want to just Seasons Past? If we Seasons Past, Yeah, I think we should still Seasons Pass, because we could kill the Cavalier with Noxious Grasp, and then Thoughtseize away, say they get back a Karn. Oh no, it goes on top, right? It goes on top of the library. So, I mean, maybe we're just thinking about this too much and we should just go for the Seasons Pass. I don't know. I think I still like Kalidas. It's also a clock. We have the Sign of Blood for a card advantage, so maybe we don't need the Seasons Pass too bad right now. We'll see though. So they don't put anything on the battlefield. So, I suppose we could just start by Sign and Blooding. Thoughtseize. Oh, I have another Cavalier? Dude. Dang. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can't make this Voracious Hydra fight. I think it's still probably correct. Just take the Cavalier. Noxious Grasp. Play a land. And then attack. Okay, so now they could bite and kill. Let's see what we draw. Ooh, okay, okay. Suppose we could cultivate and then extinction event. Yeah, probably. I mean, do we want to save the extinction event for something else? Maybe they want to make a token next turn. Can we afford taking 4 damage? Probably. Yeah, let's do that. And then, so this way we can also cast a Locked Lane. If we want to. Okay, so take 4. Maybe we actually should have blocked taking 2, because we're going to extinction event anyways next turn, most likely. They have a Kiora, okay, and they just pass the turn. That's, ooh, that was really good. Nice, okay. So do we want to worry about this Kiora? Don't think so. I don't know, they could draw cards, so I should probably worry about it. Okay, and they concede. Wow. I was not expecting that, but dang. I guess they just saw enough. Okay, well, dang, Seasons Pass taking down Mono Green. Probably, I thought this was going to be the worst matchup, but I guess we kind of got there. You know, it took a while making those decisions. That Kalidas was, I guess, clutch in taking down the Cavaliers. I think the Cavaliers are probably just the number one card against us, and we got them with the Kalidas and then with the Extinction events. So yeah, Extinction event, just all-star against Mono Green, I suppose. Yeah, that feels great. I'll see you guys for match 4. Alright, here for match 4 with Seasons Past on the play this time. Hopefully get a bit luckier with their starting hands against Gigantha. 5 lands. It's a bit tough. I think in the dark I'll keep this hand. It's obviously not the best, but has our 2 best pieces of interaction, so I think it's okay. Okay. Interesting. So I guess we just take the creatures. Yeah, seems about right. So Boros Heroic, a bit of a tough matchup. Just because they have God's Willing, which is really tough for this deck. But I think, you know, with this start, if we draw something other than lands, then we should be in okay shape. But currently, we have not drawn anything else than lands. Okay, putting Giganta into hand is a great sign. But we're still drawing lands. Okay. I mean, if they're not doing anything, then I guess we can not do anything, right? If they just played Giganta, yeah, that's fine. Dark Petition's not bad. Yeah, definitely playing that. Question is, what do we get? Not really sure what we get. Could get just like a Sign in Blood. I don't think Season's Pass is correct just yet. So there's Sign in Blood or like Murderous Rider, I think. Or sorry, I would read the bones over Sign in Blood right now. Like I want to kill their Giganta so their like Defiant Strike type effects aren't playable, but I also want card advantage, so I'm just gonna play it safe, get the Murderous Rider. That could be incorrect though. Okay, I mean I think I'm still supposed to play this Murderous Rider. Even though it gets them to draw some cards if they want to. We do have Hissing Quagmire as a nice blocker though for any haste creatures. Okay, and it looks like they choose not to. Discard Reckless Rage is interesting. Maybe they have another one right now. Yeah, okay. I like them discarding Favorite Hoplite though. Fortunately though, this has double strike, so his and Quagmire can't block it. So I guess I'll just block the Legionnaire right now. Hopefully draw a removal spell. Ah. Okay, I guess we have to activate Castle. Fatal Push. Abrupt Decay, Assassin Trophy. Thoughtseize, not so good. Yeah, let's probably have to pass the turn. I mean, it's gonna be like the same amount of damage anyways. Actually, no, this is correct. So if they Defiant Strike in response to the Thoughtseize, then they would have gotten 10 damage. No, okay, yeah, I'm still dead. Whatever. Didn't matter anyways. So heroic, can never say that word. Cry the Carnarium is not that good. Scavenging Ooze is probably good. Probably take out the Soul Guide Lantern. Or maybe just a Thoughtseize. I think I would cut one Thoughtseize. Okay, on the play now. Dang. Starting hands, not the best. Have to mulligan that, I guess, yeah. This is better. Probably put back, I guess, the Urborg. I really hate doing it, but I think I have to trophy this right now. Oh, Thonto Vanguard, yuck. So I think I'm just gonna take the Homesick Courage for now. The Scoo's just gonna die. It's a Reckless Rage either way, if we take the Swift Spear instead. So I think this is correct. Alternatively, we could have cultivated and then Dark Petition next turn, but I guess interesting either way. Oh gosh. You're gonna have to take that showdown. That is pretty scary. I didn't really have a choice, though. If I had it my way, I probably would have taken the Ancestral Anger, but the showdown is too powerful. Oh, the Reckless Rage. Dang. Tough. Powerful deck, too. This Illuminator is so good. Dang. Well, see you guys for match 5. Okay, here for match 5. Unfortunately playing for the 2-3. We're 1-3 right now. I got a pretty decent hand. On the draw, get some Mana Confluence. Witching Well? Oh gosh, what is this? I guess this is what happens in the 2-3 or 1-3 bracket. I guess Thoughtseize is going to be good here. Oh, Song of Creation. Okay. Interesting. I guess just take that, right? It's the only way they could win the game. Kinman. Okay. And Thassa's Oracle. For 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that was quite the turn too, I would say. I guess this is a matchup where Necromancer is going to be very powerful. Wow, Deadly Dispute, that's interesting. Wow, this is really cool. Oh no. Really cool brew. They can't cast that though, right? Oh no. They can. Jeez. That, they had to get lucky for that, right? Oh my gosh. Two Song of Creations in the top 14 cards of their deck. I think that's pretty lucky. Also them hitting all those cards for it. Well, Trophy does kill it, so see if they're able to combo off this turn. Okay, start with a 0-mana spell, of course. Dang, man. Interesting, okay. So now they definitely can combo off, right? Yeah, it looks like it. I wonder, do they run 2 Thassa's Oracles, though? Because that's how they win, right? Maybe they run like a return effect type of thing. They're really just mowing through their deck though. Jeez, 18 cards in hand already. So I'm expecting to see either another Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, okay, so they run 2 Thassa's Oracles. Interesting. Or, you know, more than one. So Go Blank is great. Necromantia, even greater. Duress, great. Damping Sphere, great. Whoops. Fatal Push is probably okay. Take out, I guess, the Decays. All the Wrath effects, probably. I guess I could keep Kalidas in. It's just an attacker. I guess Tracker's probably better, though. Could take out Liliana as well. Could bring in a Garrick. I think this is probably okay. For these types of things, you kind of just have to see, this card is probably a bit better than this card, and then, you know, sideboard like that, which is not the best, but I think with our 6 Thoughtseize effects, 4 Go Blanks, I think we should be pretty good. And then the Necromantia and Damping Sphere. Pretty lucky though, I would say, last game. We Thoughtseized their Song of Creation, then they drew another one in the top, what, like 6 cards of their deck after drawing 7 for the hand. Interesting. Question is, with Necromantia, should we name Song or Thassa's Oracle? Probably just the Song, because they could still get a lot of card advantage with the Song of Creation, and then cast like a big Stoned Coil Serpent, something like that. But yeah, that turn 2 was insane. They drew Kinnan off the top after a Thoughtseize, then drew like Mox Amber plus Experimental Synthesizer plus was it Deadly Dispute? Or was that turn 3? That was probably turn 3, but dang. Pretty impressive nonetheless. Probably cannot keep this hand. Oh my gosh. No way. Not gonna lose like this. Man. Seriously? Okay, I mean, I guess that's keepable, right? I guess do it like that, keep the tracker for a clock, I suppose. Abrupt Decay probably doesn't do too much, taking into account that we have the trophy already. Yeah, this league we've had really bad luck with our opening hands. Not sure if that has to do with our land. I mean, we have 25 lands. Maybe it's correct to run 24. Oh my gosh, Leyline. Oh man. That's really sad. Well, I guess Damping Sphere's a great draw, Necromancer's a great draw. If they mulliganed, or they didn't mulligan, dang. So they kept the hand with Leyland in it. Maybe doesn't have Song of Creation, or is a bit slower. But I don't know, if they kept 7, that's probably a really good hand. I guess we could kind of talk about the deck really quickly. So we're either going 1, 4, 2, 3 this league. I feel like adding another Kalidas to the main board is something we should consider, perhaps in place of the Sorin. Or maybe keep one in the side. I think that's probably a bit better. Have one main, one side. Just because the aggressive decks are really stomping us down, which should not really be happening considering we have so much removal and resilience in that manner, but I don't know. Lots of things to think about with this deck. Then just drawing all of our dead cards. I mean, I guess we can trophy the Leyline. Don't know if that's correct though. Ooh. 2 songs in the bin. Dang. Luckily this does not get artifacts. Oh, sorry, enchantments, I should say. But yeah, I think I'm just going to be keeping this trophy for a Song of Creation. I guess they do have 3 damage a turn though, so something to worry about. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think Seasons Pass is probably just a bit too slow. I think a reason why we're not winning against the aggressive decks is we don't have any creatures to trade with them or to block them in the early game. So, you know, if we played like a traditional black-green rock deck, then we would have a lot of interaction plus a lot of creatures. So we could trade, block, be aggressive, those types of things. Okay. Okay. So it looks like they don't have a Song of Creation. Let's Clint dust one of these. Land? Nice. Okay, yeah, let's just play out Tracker, I guess. Yeah, they would have played a song if they had it last turn, so I think we're safe doing this. Unless they hit a song off the top. scry 1 top, 1 bottom. I mean, it looks like they're pretty well versed in their deck. Draw 2 cards. I think I definitely underestimated the power of the reality chip, though. Perhaps I should have kept trophy up. Now I assume they can just win the game. Dang. How? Seriously? Play land to cast spells. They had to get lucky, right? What? Dang, I mean, respect to them, though. This is my first time playing against this deck. Huh. Yeah, I mean, against Leyline, pretty tough. What is this? What turn is this? Turn 4. Turn 4 win. With the Leyline. Yeah, I suppose I probably should have trophied the chip while we had the chance. Did not realize how good this card was going to be. What had, like, probably 3 lands? I guess 4 on their turn. So I thought that, you know, they would reconfigure for 3 mana and then have 1 or 2 mana floating or available after that, and wouldn't be enough. So I don't know, maybe that was my reasoning. But maybe I should have played it safe. I do feel like if they didn't have the Leyline, we could have had a much better advantage in this game, though. I guess that goes without saying, though. Yep, there's the fastest Oracle. Dang. Well, classic 1-4 league with the good old seasons past. Excuse my OBS. What I think about the deck, I think it's probably too slow in the format. You know, it has great pieces of interaction. I think Black-Green has the best interaction in the format right now. It just doesn't really have other cards that supports the archetype, you know, as good as something like Rakdos. However, I think the Cletus was great. I think the Storms were great. I think, what else? I really like the Cling to Dust. Probably not so much the Soul Guide Lantern. Probably could cut that. I like the trophies. Sun and Blood and Read the Bones were nice. Liliana was pretty nice. Goblinks, I think 2 and 2 is probably still the correct number. We just played against a lot of aggro today, so they weren't the best. Extinction Event was great against Mono Green and against aggro. Still like the Professor Onyx. Maybe it is a bit too slow, though. Still have some thinking to do about that card. Sideboard, I actually think it's pretty good. Maybe just want to play second Runestone in place of the Grafdigger's Cage. Something like that. Skoos, I guess, is still okay. Garrick, meh. Tracker, maybe only 2. Cry the Carnarium, maybe just another extinction event. Lots of things to consider. Oh, also, definitely want the second forest. That came up one too many times. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Although, you know, we weren't very successful, I still like, you know, going through these niche decks that could have some game in the Pioneer format. And you know, maybe in future metas with future cards that get printed, Seasons Past gets a bit better. But I think right now just maybe like a creature-oriented version is a bit better. That has, you know, maybe Tracker's main, the 3-mana Nissa main, Courser Kufrix, maybe even Grim Flare if we want that. Maybe that could be interesting. However, is that better than just playing a regular like deck like this, where it's just more low to the ground and more powerful all around? Doesn't have to rely on like janky or clunky mechanics like Dark Petition and Seasons Past and Read the Bones, stuff like that. I'm not really sure. A lot to think about for this deck. But yeah, keep it short. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.